Hello everyone, welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts, and this is Tracy. Today I need to make some gesso, and gesso is it's like a primer for painting on your canvases. And now you can buy it, and it's a little expensive depending on the brand, but you can also make it, and you can make it with like a chalk binder, like some people use baby powder, but then you have the smell of baby powder, but plaster of Paris. And you can make black or white gesso. So you use acrylic paint, black or white, whichever one you're going to make. I'm going to make white. And glue, like Elmer's glue or cheap glue. Use economical stuff. You don't have to use your best ingredients for this. A plaster Paris, it costs what it costs, but your acrylic paint, use your, I don't want to say cheap acrylic paint, but use your economical acrylic paint. Don't use your top line. And you can use baby powder if you like. Glue, you can use the dollar store glue. You don't have to use Elmer's. You don't have to use anything expensive. So let me take you down and show you how I'm going to make this. This is the first time that I'm going to try it out because I want to prime a canvas. And I've already I sprayed it with water. You spray it with water and it tightens it up like a drum. So I sprayed it with water and I stretched it. So I took out some of the staples in the back and I pulled it as tight as I could. But I want to put the gesso on it to give me a smooth surface for painting, a more gliding surface, because the canvas is sometimes rough and your paint brushes don't flow with the grains on the canvas. So the gesso helps. It's like a primer, like a paint primer. You know, you put it on before you paint your house. You prime before they prime before they paint a car. It adheres better. Your paint adheres better, and you get a smoother surface in painting. Okay, I think I explained it well. I think I'm telling it how it is supposed to be. So I'm gonna take it down, and I have let's see, plaster Paris, and you can get this. They have it at the hobby stores. You know, like Hobby Lobby. They have it at Joann Fabrics, Michaels, Home Depot, Lowe's. Pretty much anywhere. They might even have it at Walmart. So, where's my container? Just got me a clean glass jar, recycled jar here. You know how I recycle and use things over. And you take 2 parts of plaster Paris or baby powder. Baby powder is even more economical to use. So I got 1/4 cup. So it's 2 parts. So I'm gonna do 2 of these. I hope this container, it should be big enough. Okay. 2 parts plaster Paris or baby powder. 1 part acrylic paint. And I have this economical. It's a matte acrylic paint. Apple barrel. And I have this one, which is even, I think, more economical because it sounds really loose. I got a set of paint from Five Below. I don't think I want to use that one. I use Apple Barrel quite a bit, so I'm going to use this. Oh, I haven't even opened this one before. Let me get it open. So 1 part acrylic paint. So I'm going to pour 1/4 cup of this. And like I said, depending on what color gesso you want, you use black or white. You can actually use colors if you want. If that's what you want the base of your canvas to be. Oh, okay. Get most of that out. And then then I'm going to fill this up with 1 part glue. And I'm not going to rinse that out. I'm just going to put the glue in there. And I have, this is from the Dollar Tree. White glue. So 1 part glue, and I'll fill this up. And pour it in here. And this set of measuring cups I use in my art and craft rooms. They do not go back in my kitchen. That's good enough. Then you just stir it really well. Making sure to blend all that plaster of Paris in. And it thickens. Now there's different recipes. Some add water. But this recipe that I'm using, I got off YouTube from a lady I follow, and her name is what? Oh, Crafty Cat or something like that. This is pretty thick. It's pretty thick. But I'm going to keep stirring, see what we come up with. And then maybe that's what they use the water for, you know? Depending on the consistency you want, you can add water, but I don't know. I think I would add more paint. But I don't want to mess up the recipe with this being the first time and me making it. But it actually seems kind of thick, and maybe it's supposed to be thick, but to my knowledge, Gesso is not thick. That's thick, and it's grainy, so I have to keep stirring. I do have another recipe where it calls for, what does it call for? 1 part plaster of Paris, 1 part water, 2 parts acrylic paint, and 1 part white glue. So what have I done here? I put in 1 part glue, I put in 1 part of acrylic paint, and I put in 2 parts of plaster of Paris. So to balance this out, because I want it thinner than this, so I think what I'll do, let me think. So the other one says, wait a minute, the other one is 2 parts acrylic paint. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add more acrylic paint. And did it say? Oh no, I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to put some more paint in here. I want it thinner. So I'm going to put another part. And then I might have to add water, because I did put 2 parts of plaster of Paris in here. All right, let's see how this works. Let's see if I'm going to have to add some water. Oh, that's much better. Much better. I believe the plaster of Paris or baby powder is the binder that is in this. Or is it the glue that's the binder? Let me stop talking because I don't know everything about it. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm going to keep stirring and blending it up. I'm going to come back after I get it together, and I'm going to prime a canvas. Okay, I have the gesso ready, and I did add a little bit of water. It is grainy, but they said after it dries, you take a fine sanding, a piece of sandpaper, and you have to sand it a little bit. So let's see how this goes. Now, can't find my wide one, but I'm not going to use this one. You can use the sponge brush, but they suggest you use a wider one. You can use a wide paintbrush. And someone else I saw used a paint scraper that actually gets the gesso into the grain of the canvas. And since they use that, I wondered if you could use this. Don't know. I'm gonna try this paint scraper. We're gonna see. So, and then you're supposed to go in one direction. So you either go horizontally or vertically. This is the first try, y'all, so I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. Let's just put some on there and work it in. And I'll let it dry and sand it as they suggested. And this is a 16 by 20. I should have tried it on a small canvas, but I need to use this canvas and I wanted to prime it. I wanted to see what they were talking about in priming your canvases. And so this is a more economical canvas. They do have canvases that cost so much more that are primed already, but they're quite expensive, and I ain't got it like that. Okay, I don't know if that's enough, but we're gonna see. So let me roll my sleeves up because I don't need no gesso all in my sleeves. Let's see what this do now. What did they do? No, he did it this way. He worked it in the canvas by sliding it. Let me move this gesso out the way. Gesso, not gesso, gesso. Put that back on there. And this works it in the grooves. Just want to cover it all first, and then I'll work on getting off the excess. Yeah, I have quite a bit on here. So I'll go down this way, and then I'm going to take some off. He just put it back in the container. But what I want to do is take this out. Let me take that out. Okay. Now, yeah. I need to work it all the way in. Corners and everything. I'm seeing spots that I missed, so I'm just moving it around. To get all the edges and the corners. I couldn't tell you if I'm doing this right or not. We gonna see. See, looks like I need some. Oh, there's a piece of hair in there. Looks like I need some right in here. Let me smooth it out all the way around first so that I get everything. Right here. Get this corner. Looks like I need more. I took it off and I need more because I need some right in here, and then I need a little bit in this corner. All right, let me see if I can get it covered. Okay, try it again. New to me, y'all, new to me. And then they said if you need, after this dries, you can add another coat. Another 1 or 2 coats. This is prepping your surface. Oh, dropped it right back on there. Get that corner. Come on and scrape that off. And I think once I scrape most of it off, I might come back with that little, what do you call that thing? Foam brush. Smooth it out some. So I've got all the surfaces. I wish I'd have brought my big paintbrush up. So I'm just going to go up and down. Yeah, this doesn't cover much area because it's so small. But I'm just going to go up and down. So the grain is going the same way on this canvas. All the way down to the other end, and then I'll come back around and do the edges. It don't take too long to dry. It's starting to dry actually. So I might need a little more. Something spilled over on the side, so let me rub that down. Down this side. Come back around here. Around this edge. this side. Okay. Dip it in there, and I'm going to smooth it one more time. At least I'll know what to do for my next canvas. Okay. Smooth the sides. And I'm done. I'll wash out all my tools, let this dry. Use a fine grit piece of sandpaper and see if I need to do it again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for visiting. I appreciate it. I'll come back, I suppose, and let you know. I'll let you know later how it turned out. I don't know how long it's got to, I think it's got to dry like a half hour or so. Half hour to an hour, and then I'll have to sand it. Should be fine. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Okay? Hit the notification bell, and I'll be back with something else in the next day or two. Have a wonderful evening. Happy hump day. My granddaughter should be here within the next hour. I wanted to take a senior nap. I didn't get one, so maybe I'll just go rest for a few minutes until she gets here. Love you guys. Take care. Until next time. Peace and love.